Look, I like to go for rounds, and lucky for me, my partner likes to play too. But our wish for everyone is that they have multiple O's in the bedroom if they want to. Because the reality is a lot of people are out here just stopping at a one and done. However, what if I told you that that was just the opening act? What if I told you that multiple could lead to multiple explosions and even potentially the waterworks if that's what you and your girl are into? Now, I know the one and done was the standard, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of guys have also failed at that. But that's okay, that's why you tune in all the time and you are subscribed so that you don't have to be one of those guys that can't help their girl cum. Am I right? I'm right. Because you got me, and I'm not gonna let you go down like that, nor am I gonna let one of my sisters out there suffer from not pleasurable sex. Because we have generations of that. By the end of this video, you realize that that first O is just the opening act. And I'm actually gonna give you the guide how to pull off the no BS encore. You know, the one that we have all been looking for, because I know you want a gold star too. Now, the first thing that we're gonna need to work through is that oversensitivity. Because let's be serious, after she has had her first O, she's gonna be one raw nerve ending. And if you keep doing what you were doing, she's gonna jump off the bed. So we gotta pivot. We gotta stop the direct attack. Move it to the side. Here we're gonna play around with a little bit of dirty talk. Maybe keep it in her if you are up in her guts. Kiss her, lick her, touch on her erogenous zones, and tease her. Or perhaps maybe she wants to please you. I need you to do any type of different stimulation other than what you were doing for about like 3 minutes. You're just letting the smoke clear so that you can go back for round 2. But if you rush into this too soon, you could actually kill the vibe, and it can even be quite painful. And if you wait just long enough, you can actually be a legend. Which is who you will become when you subscribe to this channel. Now, when I'm talking about this sensitivity pivot, I'm primarily talking about the clitoral orgasm, specifically because this is usually the first one that women achieve, and it's also the most common. Okay, quick pause. Before we go any further, I need you guys to know that obviously sex is a skill. This is something that you get to develop to become the ultimate lover. When I realized that, I became substantially better in the bedroom. I feel like a lot of us just grew up thinking sex is a skill that you either have or you don't. You're either good or you're trash, and there's really nothing in between. And that's exactly why I love directing people to Beducated. It is pretty much the sex education, but done in Netflix style. There's over 100 different courses on literally everything sexual, from vanilla all the way to kink. Whether you're just curious or you're wanting to deepen your knowledge in how to perform proper and safer ink, then obviously this is somewhere where you want to do the do, because the adult entertainment industry is not going to teach you that. And one of the things that I love best about them is that they have visual demonstrations, not just practical tools and techniques. I actually get to watch somebody do the do, because that is how I learn. And I think for a lot of us, that's what we do. So it's educational, but it's also very hot. It's very enticing. You want to watch it, and you might even want to watch it with your partner. My partner and I have done this a couple of times, and we love watching it together. I remember we watched the fingering course together, and let's just say your girl was soaking him, and we unlocked a new technique that we never knew about. The biggest shift for a lot of people is gonna be realizing that intimacy and sex doesn't have to be on autopilot. When you actually start learning how things work, you can start paying attention to your partner, pay attention to those sensations, and really kind of follow wherever that leads you. Then sex stops feeling like effort and work. It's something that you actually wanna do and that you enjoy doing, which obviously is the point. So if you're curious, click the link down below. Beducated has made a quiz to help you roadmap your intimacy. Sex is a skill, and Beducated is where you can learn it. Now hear me out. This second step is only gonna be for the legends who want to play, okay? Lube is gonna be your best friend, as it always is, but especially here. And to be honest, I don't know why so many guys are weird about lube, because if I could cancel anything in 2026, it would for sure be the spit start. Like, get it out. That gives high school, that gives lazy, that gives I don't give a about your pleasure. I used to think it could be hot sometimes, but it's actually probably something I hate the most and want for it to be gone. Because a really good lube is nowhere near spit. The problem is you just haven't found the right type of lube. But it is a serious performance upgrade, especially when we are going for rounds. Because obviously spit dries up. And when things dry, it gives micro tears, which can cause really disgusting infections. Let's be serious. And it also hurts. Nobody wants that. Lubrication on the outside can feel really, really good for extra C-spot glide, even if she is super wet. It just adds to the wetness, but not like when it's like too wet, you can't feel anything and it feels like, I don't even know, like a cave. But usually after the first round, naturally, things just tend to dry up a little bit. And if you force it, it's gonna suck and there's gonna be nothing further away from you other than her next O. So the move here is just to reach for the bottle. Do not make her ask, because nothing is hotter than a man who just goes for it. And a little extra glide is gonna make the second round feel so much different. Now I'm gonna be real with you. This next round, you can add some different sensations in. You don't have to just use your mouth, your fingers, and your schlong. Meaning you don't have to do all the heavy lifting yourself. If you have a toy in the room, use it. If she has a favorite toy, use it. Magic wand, C-spot vibes, maybe even a C-ring if that is your thing. But I want you to bring it in for the second round. Your hands get tired, your jaw gets tired, okay? Nobody is judging you, okay? This thing is gonna help you. Watching your girl play or playing with your girl or you guys playing together is one of the hottest things that I think every couple should try. It is so underrated, and honestly, different sensations are absolutely amazing. I personally do love the magic wand because you can use it to stimulate the breasts, the clit. Also, you can use it while giving head. So as I'm giving you or him a BJ, I could also be using the wand with that, okay? The wand is iconic for a reason. It's not cheating, it's being smart. Step number 4 is we need to keep the momentum. We need to keep things spicy, and that is why I suggest dirty talk here. It is such a big vibe. It keeps the play playful, because the last thing we want is like the silent treatment happening and things getting like quiet and then things dying off. Did you like that, baby? That's just the first of many. Oh, you think I was finished there? You're not done until I say you're done. Things like that, if that's what you guys are into. Obviously, those are pretty dommy, but I figured a lot of people want those dommy sayings. Make sure it is consentful, because not all people like to be talked to the same way. But tell her how good she is. Tell her that you're not done with her yet. Keep that main character energy really going. If the brain stays in the game, so does the body. So stay in it. Now, the 5th step is probably one of the most important and where most men fumble, and also women fumble here as well, is we are making it a mission, okay? We do not make things goals here. We just go with the flow, and if it happens, it happens. Because what is the worst thing for pleasure? Pressure. So if she says that she is done, trust that she is done. We aren't trying to win an Olympic gold medal here, okay? I tap out on my partner all the time. I'm like, I can't. The goal here is just to have a better time. And if you go for a second and it doesn't happen, that's all good. But if you do, maybe it moves you into a different type of tier as a play partner. And usually it's worth the extra 5 more minutes of effort. You gotta trust me here. I don't want you to be a one-hit wonder. I want you to focus on that encore. Anyways, babies, let me know, do you like to go for rounds? And what is something you wanna share with the fellow peeps out here that wanna know how to do and how to give multiple O's? Let them know down below, because community is everything. And don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss an unfiltered video. Bye, babies.